Hi guys, welcome back. Thanks for joining us again today. So we've got 3 incubators set up that have eggs incubating in them right now. 2 have Dutch Hookbill hatching eggs and 1 has Barred Holland chicken eggs. So today we are going to be candling eggs, and this is one of my absolute favorite times, second only to hatching. So we are going to be taking a few of these eggs out of the incubator, applying a bright flashlight and seeing the embryos grow inside. Here we have our 5 eggs that we have chosen for candling today. And we have everywhere from an egg that is at 1 day of incubation, just started today, and a day that is all the way at day 21 of incubation. Ducklings will hatch at day 28. We also have our small little streamlight flashlight here that will provide the bright light that we need to be able to see the developing embryos inside. This egg was just laid this morning and is getting ready to go into the incubator. As you can see, the dark orange spot at the front of the egg is the yolk. This egg does not have any embryo development that is visible to the naked eye quite yet. This egg was set in the incubator 4 days ago, and if you look closely, that little speck is actually the baby duckling in there. The embryo is starting to form. The veins are also starting to web out from that embryo, and if you look very closely, you can see a fluttering of the tiniest little heart inside this egg. This egg has been in the incubator exactly 1 week now, and you can see the darker spot towards the front of the egg in the center there, and that is the embryo developing. There is also a much larger webbing of veins coming out from that embryo. This little guy must be sleeping. A lot of times at this stage we can really see those little ducklings start to move around inside that egg, but this one is still at the moment. This egg was set in the incubator 14 days ago, and you can see this little guy is really putting on a show for y'all. So the darker spot towards the bottom of the egg is the duckling, and in just 2 weeks he will make his big debut. It takes 28 days for these eggs to fully incubate and hatch. You can see too that he's got veins throughout the entire egg now. So this egg was set in the incubator 21 days ago. So in just 1 week, we will hopefully be meeting this little duckling. Now you can see there's not much to see here because the duckling has grown so much, he's taking up most of the room inside of that egg. You see a very bright light at the top, and then you can just see a very small section of vein there. And once in a while, when we watch really closely, we can see the duckling fluttering right inside there. The bright light is actually the air cell on top of the egg. That cell is there, and when it comes time for the duckling to hatch, he will first internally pip, and he will begin breathing the air inside that air sac. A few hours later, he will do what is called an external pip when he first breaks the shell. A few hours after that, the duckling should be fully hatched. So we'll be excited to meet this little one next week. As you can see, we have quite a few eggs set in our incubators right now. However, not all of these eggs will hatch, but we will be very blessed with every new little duckling that joins our flock. Come back next week as we start to see exactly who's hatching out and what is arriving. One of the fun parts of the Dutch Hookbills is we never know exactly what color we're going to have. We'll see you next week.